Hey everyone, my name is Paul from Fried Candle, and welcome to Fried Candle Behind the Scenes. This week I had again a little time to work on my game again, so that was pretty nice. I also applied to a bunch of jobs, so that's also in the pipeline. If you want to check my website, there's a link down below in the description. Give me some feedback or let me know what you think. As an iteration of my running game, I wanted to try to make a hopscotch game, where you use your 2 fingers to do a hopscotch course thingy. This instead of the running, because the running is a little finicky with the physics and how everything works. So I was thinking if I just do taps, then it will be a little better. So yeah, I'm going to show you how far I'm with that. Okay, so we're in trusty Unity again. As you can see, my scene looks completely empty. That's because I spawned everything in during runtime. So when I press play, the screen comes up and looks very rough, but I just needed some colors to indicate what parts I can interact with and cannot interact with. So the thing now is that there are 3 lanes. So in every row, if you can see my mouse, every row there's only 1 tile that's hittable. So when I press it, the screen moves up a bit. But right now, it's broken for some reason. What I wanted to do is put all the hittable tiles in a list and check if the first item in the list is the same as the one you are currently clicking. If that's true, move it up, remove it from the list, and now the first item in the list is the second tile, because the first tile was gone. If that makes sense. But what happens, I don't know why, but what happens is when I click the first one, it removes it, but it doesn't push every item first. So I just think that they remove it and it's an empty spot. So I need to increase the index instead of remove it from the item. Okay, let's try to do that. And now a little intermezzo about something really cool I found out recently. As a game designer, I always try to look for nice pieces of design in games. And I found one recently. I guess a bunch of you have heard of Apex Legends, the new game in the Titanfall universe from EA, the Battle Royale game. A big problem with those games is that they are team-based, but with that large amount of people playing it, it's really hard to have good communication with each other. We all know from the League of Legends days that typing to each other or having a direct way of communicating with each other is not the way to go. Nintendo battled this really early with the online mode in Mario Kart. They didn't have any chat. They had around 8 emotes or like sentences you could send to each other. What was really nice about that was that you cannot really swear to each other, so it's always very friendly, and also it can automatically translate to every localization area. If I'm playing in English against someone in Japan and I say something like "good job," it will show up in Japanese on their screen. So that's really nice. So you already bridged the language gap, which is really present in this world because not everyone speaks English. Okay, but how did Apex do this? Because in a somewhat tactical shooter, it's even more important that you communicate with each other, because you cannot do solo games in Apex. You can, but then you are grouped with 2 other people. So what they did was, what I think was really smart, is that they have a really in-depth ping system. So you can press middle mouse on anything and it will automatically know what kind of object it is, and the character will tell what it is. So if you ping to a item, it will tell, oh, there's a shield over here, and sometimes also tell the rarity of the shield and everything, and different kind of weapons. And the cool thing is, again, it will be automatically localized to people who play in other languages. So here in Europe, not everyone speaks English that well, so it's really hard to communicate sometimes with other people. So I think this is a really nice way to do this. I didn't even know how deep it was until I heard other stories of it, because you can even ping in your inventory, and if you have an empty spot in your inventory, you can the in-game character will ask something about that item. So you can ping your inventory, so you can let your teammates know you still need a helmet or something. I thought that was pretty incredible. So if you press middle mouse, it just does a general ping, so it just calls out everything you see. But you can also do specialized ping, so you can ping with other buttons to to let your team know that there is an enemy nearby or that enemies have been here or something. It's really deep, and if I see stuff like that, it really makes me, I don't know, I get happy inside. It's nice to see they're still progressing and stuff like that. But I also think it's nice that we're stepping away from voice chat and especially typing chat stuff in games, because that's just horrible. I think that's really nice. Let's get back to fixing this bug because it's bugging me. Okay, after pulling my hair out, I made a newer, better prototype to show you what I think this game should look like. Okay, let's go. It's even more bare bones than it was before. The green tiles are for one finger and the blue tiles are for 2 fingers. So okay, so this is working now. I'm happy. I need to go in soon. So this is the second iteration of run. It's probably not going to be called run now, but let's just say it's more like finger person or something. Now I think of it, you can also kick a ball with your fingers. Maybe I'm going to prototype that next. But yeah, I'm just going to experiment with what I can do with 2 fingers on the screen. This works decently. It isn't the best because it doesn't always register 2 fingers for some reason. I don't know why, but I will get that sorted out later. I'm quite happy that I actually got this working, because with the previous system with the more tiles and stuff, it's really hard for me to register when to press 2 tiles at once and when to press 1 tile at once. It was a big mess. So, and I also built it with mouse input first, which is dumb because you don't have 2 mouses on your screen and you do have multiple fingers. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. I hope you also liked the little intermezzo I did about Apex. I'm thinking about doing that more. It also forces me to play more games because I don't play games that much anymore. I just build them and work for the most part. So I hope it forces me to play more games, to find these little gems of game design and tell them to you. By the way, also, there's this channel on YouTube called Corridor Digital, and they just released a book which is called 10 Games You Can Play in Your Head by Yourself, and I got it. I haven't played any of the games, but I did the starting exercise about being in a field and a house, and if you have the book, you know what it is. But this is also stuff I want to play and maybe review or find little bits of nice game design they had in this book, and tell them to you. Maybe even, I was thinking if I really like this, I can maybe design my own game and give it back to them or something. I don't know. I thought it would be fun. But I'm really excited about this book. I'm finally in a position to buy nice things for myself again, because I wasn't for a long time. So yeah, I'm really happy about this. I'll put a link to this book in the description down below as well. Maybe if you have 20 bucks laying around, you can get it. It helps a good cause, I think, because there are cool guys on YouTube who do cool things. So yeah, this has been it for this week, and I'll see you guys next Saturday. Goodbye.